I was sold a lie. I spent years trapped in a life that never felt mine. I was told to be realistic, so I settled until one day I started living for myself. And that's when I realized you don't become how hard you work, you become what you believe. If you're watching this feeling stuck and behind in life, you're not failing or incapable. You just need to be shown how. My name's Taz, and at 22, I was broke, depressed, and had no role model to look up to. I spent 10 years figuring it out on my own, built a business, my career, and my first home. I became the role model I needed growing up. And here's what I now know. Your life doesn't start when you're ready. It starts outside of your comfort zone. So I moved to my first apartment, which was a broken, dirty, hot mess. It was COVID, so I had to do everything on my own. Things were falling apart, and girly was stressed. On my first solo trip, I was locked out of my Airbnb. There was a power cut, and as you can see, this is a face of a woman who is screaming internally. I hitchhiked with strangers, befriended an incredible family in Poland, traveled on a budget, and spoke about my fears on stage. I broke down, failed publicly, and made huge mistakes. Even when I achieved my childhood dream of buying my first home, I had to move out because of a leak. There was so much about being a homeowner I just didn't know. This is me questioning if I have just made the worst financial decision of my life. It was a rough time. But with all the lows came so much growth. Yes, I was cringe and awkward, and at times it was hard and lonely. But it was all worth it because for the first time in my life, I was living for me. I had to make the mistakes and learn the lessons the hard way, which is why I'm creating the community I wish I had when I started out. Welcome to Be Your Own Role Model, where I share episodes of all the lessons and knowledge I have now to empower you to use your voice and take up space, to not let your starting point dictate the choices you make. Consider this a guidebook no one gave me and use it to build a life that works for you. This is for the people who are feeling lost and alone, building from nothing and unsure on where to go. You don't need a role model, you need to become your own, and I'm going to show you how. You don't have to do it alone anymore because I've got you now.